Hello guys and welcome. I am SSBG, your friendly neighborhood streamer, and I decided to leave you a short video, basically giving you my 2 cents or the way I see how the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 beta played out, the good, the bad, and quite frankly what's to expect. So overall, I have to be honest with you, I didn't pre-order it until yesterday, so yes, I pre-ordered it, and yes, we'll definitely be playing a lot of it. So I only played it last weekend. As you know, and as you can see, I'm not unfortunately 16 years old, and I do have quite a lot of work and other engagements. But overall, from what I saw over the weekend, things are definitely positive. Not great, not ideal, but definitely positive. So the first thing that I want to point out is the fact that the graphics were a lot better than what I saw in the trailer. Although it was very empowering, the soundtrack was amazing. The fact that you are all out warfare, kind of taking the best of Battlefield without the worst of it, was a positive. We'll see how the water plays out, because in the betas you couldn't play it, so that's something to consider and worry. The second thing that I can say as a positive is that definitely the hit marker is predominantly all right, not great, but a long way in a positive direction from, let's say, Black Ops Cold War, or some of the other installments we've had of Call of Duty. Time to kill seems pretty decent, a lot more realistic. It doesn't take too long to kill someone. It doesn't necessarily require a one-shot kill either. So in my mind, this is quite balanced. The guns themselves, it's neither good nor bad. So the guns are good, they're interesting. The attachment system is very unique, but at the same time, just like with all of the other Call of Duties, some guns are amazing. Some, if not most of them, are useless. We'll see how it plays out. Of course, it was a beta. Sorry, we had a very limited variety of guns and limited variety of attachments. But overall, I think we'll be back to having metas, everyone playing the metas, or yeah, just basically sucking at it. Overall, other positives that I saw, loading times were very quick. Map rotation was very good. The variety of maps, even for a beta, was quite alright. I like that they're big maps, I like that they're medium maps, I like that they're small maps. Most of the maps, of course, are really, how do I put it, Call of Duty style. So fast-paced, smaller, more designed for SMGs or assault rifles that are made more with, let's say, faster bullet rate. So keep that in mind. Larger maps are something where you can definitely try everything out. More mid-range assault rifles, marksman rifles, or battle rifles as they call them, and of course the snipers, which are as annoying as always. About the actual mechanics and movement, I would say it's very much alright. Movement's alright, jumping's alright, jumping through windows, it's quite good. Sliding is really alright. You don't really need to slide cancel. Sliding isn't like Apex Legends where you slide through half of the map, so that's quite a good thing. Now moving to the not so positive things, there were very obvious rendering issues. You can see pixelized shadows here and there. Bear in mind, I'm playing on a PlayStation 5, so you wouldn't expect any issues of that. That's definitely something to consider, and I hope they will work on it. Other issues that we had is that towards the end of the beta, really glitches started happening. There was insane amounts of, I wouldn't even call it lag. It's really something that just slows your game down, reloading everything. It just felt really clunky. The last few hours of the beta were unplayable. They were reset to your level 1. You had to restart 50 times. Microphones didn't seem to work always. Most of the times they were alright. But sometimes they definitely weren't great. I can say that without a doubt. Other things that are not so positive, hackers. How can we have a Call of Duty without hackers? We can't, can we? I am a casual player. I am a mid-range player. I don't consider myself a pro, but I'm definitely above average, right? Having said that, and because of kill cams, you can see people there. Now, don't get me wrong, the footsteps are ridiculously loud. Like, it's not about hearing footsteps. We've all heard people walk on the street. No one walks this fast. Unless you're like my 6-year-old son when he's throwing a tantrum and he wants to be heard, like really stepping his feet down, then yes, yeah, absolutely, 100%, right? But that's not the case, is it? I mean, overall, it's really too loud. But even with that, there are people who knew where you are. People who aim was directly at your head, and you can see it and you know what it is. You once you've played, I don't know, 10, 20,000 games of Call of Duty, you know exactly who are the people who have very, very good skills and reflexes and who are people who just have the aim there. So unless this is fixed, again, like every other year, I guess it will be crossplay off. I'm still hoping for a day in which we'll have consoles only crossplay, because let's be honest, yes, of course there are hacks for consoles, yes, of course there's assists for consoles, but it's really very far away from what it is for computers, and it's not free. So objectively, percentage-wise, hackers on consoles are a tenth of what they are on computers. And unless they do something about it, I guarantee you both this Call of Duty and the new Warzone 2 will be just ruined like all the others, and quite frankly, unplayable. When it comes to skill-based matchmaking, it's there. Of course, it's there for some inexplicable reason, except to frustrate you, cause you cancer, I don't know. But it's really not that bad. You really don't get matched to people who are that much better than you. Having said that, of course, I think this was also based on the fact that you could cap at level 30. So essentially, we were all at level 30 at one point, so the game couldn't really figure out, unless it has like an algorithm that calculates like all your kills and things like that. But overall, as other negative things, I really cannot think of a lot. I would say it's definitely a good start for a beta. It's more than you would expect. They really did give us quite a bit as variety. I didn't expect that much. Something that is neither good nor bad. The perk system it's all right. It's classic, but it definitely something needs to be done there. You have too little choice and too much at the same time. I don't know how to put it. Perhaps one of the more experienced or professional players can actually say something about this, but for me, it was definitely neither here nor there. The kill streaks are ridiculous. Like, there are way too many options. I mean, and most of them are just, they're too much, you know? You get bombers all the time, choppers all the time. Like, anyone who basically gets above 7 kills, which is really not rocket science to do in a game like that, really, at one point, it's more than Battlefield. It's World War III of 6 people throwing B2 stealth bombers on each other and things like that, which is, it's really funny, I'll be honest with you, but it's a bit too much. So overall, definitely enjoyed it, pre-ordered it. I'll be looking forward to it, and I'll definitely be streaming the campaign since it comes 5 days earlier. We'll see how it goes. I reckon they will fix a lot of things. I reckon there were a lot of things that would not be fixed yet, but overall, I definitely think it's potential to be a success. I was very cautious, like all of you, you know, after the fiasco of Black Ops Cold War, of Vanguard, complete disappointment, didn't play it, luckily. The collapse, I would say, of Warzone with hackers and just unplayable BS. And of course, the disappointment of the century, which was Battlefield 2042. This has definitely both returned my faith in FPS, and quite frankly, it's the last chance I'm giving to an FPS game, at least an online one, because you know, I'm not getting any younger, and my nerves, quite frankly, are more important than, you know, streaming or gaming or anything like that. Anyway, let me know what you think of the game. How was your experience, or based on what you saw from videos, what do you think down in the comment section? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and definitely visit my social media where I'm posting things all the time. It's either votes or funny memes or basically just discussions which I think are engaging. Thank you so much for the almost 2,500 followers now on Facebook. You guys are really making my day very often. Thank you so much. I am SSBG, your friendly neighborhood streamer, and I'll see you on the battlefield.